I don't see them anywhere, but there's geese up there flying around. Seen some in some of the wheat fields around, but in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But haven't seen any over here yet. Now they're flying over here. And it's still damp. At 5 o'clock this morning, it was a very, very, very heavy mist, and then it almost dried up. And now it's a light mist again. Report from Brother Ed. He said he's missing the siding off one end of his house. He's missing 2/3 of his barn roof. And he's trying to figure out how to get the oak tree off the top of his machine shed. His loader, everything else is in the machine shed, so it's not like he can get it out. And they lost power pretty early. One advantage he has is being a generator technician that travels all over. His service truck is always home. And yes, it has a generator on it, so that's how they made coffee this morning, made breakfast, and keeping the freezer and the fridge cold. I talked to Brooke a little bit ago, and I don't know where they are. All I know is they landed in Orlando. Said they had a little bit of wind late last night. And lost like one branch out of a tree. Other than that, they're fine. And here, shout out to Rodney Middleton. If you don't watch his videos, you should. He put a short up this morning showing out his window what it looked like out, I'm assuming his backyard. And, take those trees there and really make them wiggle to where they're almost laying down. That was just as it was hitting. So I don't know how he's doing. Hopefully I'll see something later from him. So anyway, everybody in the path of that thing, thoughts and prayers for all of you that everything comes out all right. You don't get too much damage. And what damage there is gets taken care of quickly. I'm going to get real close so you can't see what I'm looking at. That's auction down at Woodburn. 3 things are the same. Becky accidentally clicked on. Luckily, 2 of them went for way more than the original one that we clicked on. It's because as they're doing, the whole screen's full of those, and as they're popping off, they shift. And it shifted. But the good thing is, the original one, they're all the same. We did win.
We won both.
And set of tracks for the skid steer that I don't know if they're the right size or not, but we're going to find out. We're going to bring them home this afternoon. Oh, they're wedged in here. I think that's back farther than we were last year. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Because it wasn't blocking that gate. That needs to come out of there anyway. So maybe that's what we'll do to be able to walk through here. But I don't know. I mean, these blocks were, well, actually one was right there. That's where one was. I don't know. And that block, all it did was it was laying this way right there. Just had to move over a little. Either way, they're in. I think last year I was going to put a bucket over that and never did. Probably won't get one over it this year either. But here Aspen must be working that way somewhere because I hear wood chipper. Move the rake, and since the trailer that showed up on is still here, I'm borrowing that today to run down to the auction. Kind of planned, kind of unplanned. I kept meaning to tell Becky I wanted to bid on stuff, and with everything that's gone on in the last 2.5 weeks, y'all know that just throws a ringer into things. Not that I got the time to spend, it's at least an hour and a half or two, at least 2 hours. Go down there, load up, come back. But if I get it done today, I don't got to do it tomorrow, and I got to go move the rakes, and before the rakes get put away, I got to move all that stuff in there, figure out where that's going. Bunch of that I think is going to go bye-bye into a burn pile. We will see. Anybody want some pumpkins? We've seen quite a few pumpkins. I'll show you what's in the mirror. No, you can't see it. You can't see what's in that mirror either. Back of the pickup's full. The trailer's just got one thing on it. I'll show it to you when we get home. But I thought I'd show you a little bit of the scenery. We're between St. Paul and Newburgh. And that over there's the hill we got to go over to get home. About the time I made that last clip, we were on the road north of St. Paul. Ty called Becky and said, well, I went out and fed the dogs, and Bandit was with her. Bandit is really good. Walked almost all the way back here. One of the cows, all the cows were in the feed barn. One of the cows mooed, and it scared him, and he ran all the way back up on the patio, which he's been out here before, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to feed these guys. This is not easy one-handed, so hold on. By the magic of video, they're already eating. And I guess I'll go this way. So then she didn't come back here to feed these guys. These guys need a bail, but they got enough for tonight. Plan was to get them fed today, and cows are all out there yet. Heifers are all down here. Maybe tomorrow I'll get that traveler moved and move them into the 3-corner piece. I think it's going to be dry again for a while. See if we can make some grass grow. And I got to looking on. Becky really didn't want to go down today to get that stuff. Well, let's go tomorrow. And I looked under the deal. I didn't find it, but Ty did. They ain't open there on weekends, so you can't pick stuff up on weekends. And they locked the gate at 4:30 today is what it said. But you got to wait till the auction is done to do anything. And I flipped over to see what they had left. There was 66 lots left. And I mean, they're clicking 2 or 3 off a minute at least. And I went, well, God, in like 16 minutes, they're done. And I told Becky, I said, yeah, they ain't open tomorrow. That means we can't do it till Monday. And by the way, traffic was a total bitch. Traffic in Newburgh was a bitch. You know, we hit the school zones, but that traffic wasn't too bad. You get south of Newburgh where the bypass to go over to Dundee hits. That took 20 minutes to get through there. Not even a half-mile of road. But anyway, Becky got a little carried away on this one. Bulb tires, 1000 16.5s on 8 hole. They even look like case wheels. They should fit right on mine, even though mine are 1200 16.5s. But these bulb tires that are filled, they are solid. These rubber tracks go over them, and I mean, look in the condition of the pin. Pin looks great. The outside of the tracks look really good. The inside shows some wear. This one still has the wire holding it together. That one, the wire broke, so that was kind of a bitch. Not to mention those are heavy. But here's what we were really kind of after. BCP Farming and Trucker's been using one and saying what he doesn't like about it. I think he's going to go buy an expensive one. We paid $1,000 for that. But let's not forget the 10% buyer's fee. So, you know, $1,100. And the only thing I was kind of wondering about to begin with was a lot of these, the motors they use, they'll run a third hose for a weep hose. This one just has the 2. And those are only 3/8 hose, so I'm going to guess that the 12-gallon pump on my skid steer will probably run it. One way or another. So, anyway, that's what we got. I think she ended up bidding $1,200 on those, which in the long run, I mean, just for the tracks is worth it.
Yeah, leave it up here for you. The phone. I'll put a sign for you.
Oh, yeah, I better get up here and talk to him anyway. That's Becky's phone. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Hope everybody has a great weekend.